All right, we are back for the weather, and we're talking about the chilliness of it.
Yes, and turning the heat on and troubleshooting, new problems with heat sources.
Yeah, I've never had a heat pump before,
right.
so in one of the rooms I have one, and I'm like, I don't know if this is working or not, but it seemed pretty cold in the room last night. So
they're temperamental, and I feel like no two heat pumps are the same. Like you put it one at a setting, let's say 68 degrees, and then the next one needs to be at 72. They're
the
tough.
rest of the house is great.
Yeah.
The room with the heat pump, I'm like, is that working or
Right,
not? Well,
right.
I'm going to work, so.
You
Good
family
luck.
deal with it.
The wife hasn't texted yet, so she hasn't frozen. So
Well, that means she's still
good.
sleeping well. That's great. Sweet dreams. All right. Good morning, everybody. Wind is settling down, and that's a good thing. It was very gusty yesterday afternoon. And as it does continue to settle, look at these temperatures dive. We're down around 20 or even some teens, like in Freiburg right now. Sanford is 16. Portland's down to 25. Lewiston 20. A little less cold in eastern Maine, but there's still a couple of hours of cooling to go. Bangor and Orono at 30. Herman 23. Down along the coast in Bar Harbor 28. High pressure is nosing into New England. We're going to squeeze out one more tranquil day with bright sunshine in the morning, and then clouds will increase for the afternoon. And here's our developing system. Moisture from the Gulf linking up with some energy to the north. Never gets too strong of a coastal low, but strong enough that it will trap some cold for a while and give us a period of some snow and wintry precipitation. Triple C's this morning, clear, calm, cold, and frosty for most. You'll probably have to do some scraping, and if you walk on the grass, it's probably going to be a little crunchy too for you as those grass blades freeze up. Midday, the sun is hanging on, but thin clouds are beginning to stream in, and we'll see some filtered sunshine out there early in the afternoon. Probably some halos too. Keep looking up every once in a while. You might catch that ring around the sun. That sun will be fading away though, and by the early evening, we will have clouded up, but it will still be a quiet and smooth commute for you getting home. It'll just be cold out there. High temperatures struggling just like yesterday. Normal highs almost 50. We'll get to about 40 in Bangor, low 40s Augusta, Lewiston, Portland, and 30s up in the mountains. Let's pick up the story. Midnight tonight. Most of Maine still precipitation free, but a few drops and flakes show up along the south coast as the winds turn on shore. And then as we get to tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., the start of the commute, there's a little battle starting to shape up right along the coastline. There'll be some wet flakes transitioning over to cold raindrops. But inland, it'll be several degrees colder, and that's where we'll see a little bit of slushy accumulation, especially in the higher terrain. 9 a.m., precip has gotten to Bangor. Starts off as some snow, coastline, a rain-snow mix. Midday, that warmth is scouring out the cold. We'll still have a little battle for Lewiston, Augusta, and Bangor, but we'll start to transition over to some rain there. It'll be cold rain along the coastline. And then things start winding down 3 o'clock and on. There might be a little bit of freezing drizzle or some snowflakes across the far north, but a lot of the state will be precip free again by tomorrow evening's commute. Really didn't change much to the snow map. Again, wet, slushy accumulations expected with the highest amounts in the peaks, the hilltops, and on any non-pavement. So that would be grass, that would be decks, that would be cars that have been sitting idle all night long. I do not expect any accumulation along the coastline, but again, you'll probably see your first wet flakes of the season. As we look beyond the storm, there's really nothing going on except cold, cold, cold. The winds bring in that chill again for the second half of the week, and temperatures will only be up around 40 degrees. Over the weekend, this jet stream will stay across most of the U.S., diving south. A lot of the U.S. colder than average. We'll have to watch right in here for any kind of coastal development. There may be something that forms on Sunday, and if it comes up the coast, we could end up with some more rain or snow. But right now, it's looking like that would stay offshore. We'll keep an eye on it for you. Marine forecast seas 2 to 3, north winds 5 to 10 knots. 7-day forecast, sunshine followed by clouds this afternoon. High temperatures around 40. Tonight and early tomorrow we'll have some wet snow falling, and then it'll transition over to cold rain during the day. I showed you those accumulation amounts, highest in the mountains and foothills and across the far north too, where there may be over 6 inches in fact. Thursday, a mix of sunshine in clouds, highs in the low 40s, a flurry or sprinkle Friday afternoon, and again a chance for a rain or snow shower Sunday afternoon too. Otherwise, it's just cold, Goldie. A lot of cold air.
Like next Monday we're going this.
We're going
we
that
don't even
way.
get the 4.
We're not going that way.
We're going the wrong way.
Yeah, and it looks cold all the way through Thanksgiving too, by the way. So, no change. Sorry. Wow, that's an evil eye.
Okay. Thank you, sir.